That 10 News exclusive. Allegations a major truck company is encouraging its employees to text while behind the wheel.
And it's happening on San Diego roadways. Only 10 News reporter Michael Chen spoke with the man behind the claims.
We've all been there. You get a little extra cautious when you're driving near the semi or a big truck. Well, could there now be a reason for some extra concern? Watch as this semi driver looking down at his phone barely avoids a crash. It's this scenario.
There's enough accidents and enough distractions.
Tom Ayotte was supposed to prevent as a safety and project manager.
We don't need to add more.
For Western Transportation, which uses about 40 trucks to haul dirt in San Diego County. That's why Ayotte says he was so surprised.
It was very unsettling.
When in March, his direct supervisor kept texting him to perform a task while Ayotte was on the road. Ayotte says when he reminded his boss of the safety policy,
he just kind of blew it off.
In early April, Ayotte says his boss was at it again. Later on the phone, Ayotte says his supervisor got upset over him not agreeing to text and drive.
He told me that he does it without a problem. Everybody texts and drives, and I need to get kind of with the program.
Ayotte says he stood his ground.
It's my job to enforce the rules, not break them.
The next week, he claims that boss fired him and pointed out the texting issue. Ayotte just filed a wrongful termination lawsuit. Lawyer Dan Gillian called the implications of the boss's orders chilling.
Well, we have 80,000 pounds of steel moving down the road. I'm being required to text and drive, and that's really scary for all of us.
The same thing of him telling me to drive 80 miles an hour down the freeway. I'm just not going to do it. One distraction, one text, one quick second, and your day can definitely change.
Michael Chen, 10 News.
Gillian hopes to subpoena phone records to determine how much texting and driving is going on, though Ayotte says that in his 2+ years he never disciplined anyone for texting and driving. The company says the suit is without any merit. It calls its safety record excellent, but texting and driving is a huge problem. Take a look at some of these numbers. Distracted drivers injure 424,000 people every year across the country, and more than 54% of drivers in California say that somebody talking or texting has hit or nearly hit them.
Technology now exists to call out drivers who are texting and driving. The Textilizer plugs into cell phones and detects recent activity. It tells officers whether the phone was used at the time of the crash. Well, civil rights leaders don't like this device. They say that forcing drivers to hand their phones over to police is an invasion of privacy. Lawmakers are still debating a bill allowing police in New York to use that Textilizer.
Right now, a North County family is desperately searching for their missing teenage daughter. Marie Ficcetti was last seen on Saturday in Vista. She is 16 years old. She's 5'5", about 180 pounds, with brown hair and eyes. If you have seen her, please call the Vista Sheriff's Department.
New at 6, pollution is robbing people living in the South Bay of beach days at an alarming pace, especially when you compare it to the rest of the county. Since 2006, there have been nearly 2,000 beach closures from the border all the way up through the Silver Strand. That is drastically different from the North County. Del Mar, Encinitas, and Cardiff beaches have only been closed a combined 25 days in that same time period. A
developing story, too. South Bay middle schoolers are accused of giving their friends pot-laced gummy bears. They handed out the candy yesterday at Bonita Vista Middle School. Police say the students who ate the tainted treats on campus knew they had marijuana in them, and those kids got sick. They were rushed to the hospital. The students who gave them the candy may now face charges.
All right, Kim, Brian Schlonsky here in the 10 News Live Center now with new information on that breaking news we first brought you on 10 News at 5 o'clock. This barbecue fire that happened in the Point Loma area. You see Ginny Creighton there in our 10 News breaking news tracker, still there at the apartments, the Mariner Cove Apartments. This is on West Point Loma Boulevard, right near the Famosa Slough. Here's what fire crews tell us happened. There was a family. They were barbecuing. They left and thought that other people were watching their barbecue. Turns out they weren't, and at this point 2 apartments have been destroyed. You see the charred wood there on the patios. The new information we have as well, everybody got out safely. That's the good news, but those 2 apartments are destroyed. Steve.
Total loss. Thank you, Brian. And there could be more victims of a North County babysitter accused of letting her boyfriend molest kids while she watched. Police say that Brittany Lyon taped Samuel Cabrera abusing the children in a Carlsbad home. The couple was first exposed just last year, but now police say that more children were abused.
I am just a girl in a wheelchair. I am not a toy. I am not a lifeless toy.
Frustration over getting denied a field trip to Disneyland with her classmates. Now this 8th grader's father is demanding answers and access.
Our Team 10 investigator Allison Ash reveals how what happened to this little girl could help thousands of other special needs kids with mental and physical disabilities.
This is the only thing
Going down, Mama.
that makes 14-year-old Madison Wilanik's ride to school different from anyone else's.
Bye, Madison. Bye.
Madison's very easygoing. She's always been really pleasant. She's, it's never been like she's high maintenance or, has to be sequestered and bundled and all kinds of behavioral outbursts or anything. She's very good.
Madison does have a one-on-one aide who does everything from picking up dropped pencils to helping with assignments.
I want her to have as much of a regular experience that all the other kids get.
One morning in February, it was anything but regular. Madison's stepmom met the bus to tell the driver she'd be late to school because of a doctor's appointment.
And he said, why, she's not going to Disneyland? And we didn't know anything about the trip. Like, what trip to Disneyland? No permission slip, never heard about it, nothing. So.
Don't be fooled by the constant smile on Jean Wilanik's face. Madison's dad was furious.
I guess that's my coping mechanism. That or break something.
Wilanik called the vice principal of Hilltop Middle School.
He just said, like, very matter of fact, well, there's like 100 students going, so we couldn't get the lift for the bus, so that's why Madison's not going.
Madison had never mentioned the trip or the one she says happened a year earlier. She didn't get a permission slip for that one either. When her dad asked about it, what she told him next made his blood boil.
So I'm handing out the permission slips, and I asked Coach, hey, Coach, why is mine not in there?
And the principal asked me to have Madison write a statement of events, what happened in her own words.
And he told me why I was not going on the trip because the bus has no lift. The next day,
Madison read me the letter she wrote to the school the day of that trip.
That I'm upset I'm not going on the trip.
They're supposed to be in tune with kids that have all kinds of developmental delays.
Do you find it unconscionable that they could do this to one of their students?
I do. I think it's cruel.
Making matters worse, Madison's one-on-one aide got to go on the trip.
I felt upset, very upset, but kept it in because, well, like Dad said, I'm kind of easygoing.
So for the second straight year, Madison missed her favorite Disney event and her favorite ride. We checked with Sweetwater Union and found out the district has 110 school buses. 71 of them have wheelchair lifts. But the bus that was taken to Disneyland was a charter bus. Why it didn't have a lift for Madison is something that will likely be worked out in court.
It's important to set that precedent that this is not going to be accepted in our society, that we have rules and regulations, and disabled children should not be excluded from Disneyland trips, especially those that are designed for a special education class.
Madison still goes to school every day, even to the same adaptive PE class where the coach had her hand out permission slips to everyone but herself.
How dare you just say that?
And remember that letter she wrote to Hilltop Middle School? She ended it with a plea.
So please ensure I get a permission slip even if he says I'm not going on next trip due to this. Sincerely, Madison.
Madison and her dad filed a claim against the district. They rejected it, and that means it'll likely become a lawsuit. Now, a spokesperson for the district told us they do not comment on pending legal issues. According to Sweetwater's own website, there are 4,600 students with disabilities in that district. Madison and her father want to make sure what happened to her does not happen to any other kids. Allison Ash, Team 10.
Thank you, Allison. New at 6 o'clock, getting legal divorce advice from your pastor. Today, judges from San Diego Superior Court educated local religious leaders on how to navigate the court system on behalf of their followers. The sessions also tackled issues such as immigration, abuse, and addiction.